Imagine an ancient world, an empire so incredibly massive that humanity was just a fraction of its military might. We're talking about an army where human soldiers stood shoulder to shoulder with literal supernatural beings. Jinns, right? This isn't some fantasy novel. This is one of the most jaw-dropping historical accounts we are unpacking in today's explainer. We're diving headfirst into a story of absolute, unparalleled power, a highly mysterious queen, and an illusion so perfectly executed that it shattered an entire empire's arrogance.
To really wrap our heads around the sheer scale of this, we have to look at the ruler at the center of it all. And look, he didn't just have immense wealth or political clout. He literally controlled the wind. Just pause and think about that for a second. An entire kingdom where the logistics, the travel, the ultimate defense mechanism was the atmosphere itself. Talk about the ultimate superpower, right? A man who could literally weaponize the breeze and command storms at will.
But wait, his authority didn't just stop with the elements. He commanded completely unseen forces. We are talking about absolute dominion over creatures of immense, terrifying power. Forces that could build massive monuments in a single day, dive to the absolute bottom of the ocean, and strike fear into the hearts of any human army. It's just pure psychological awe.
So, who actually ruled what might be the greatest empire on Earth? Who in the world was this figure with the wind at his back and supernatural entities bowing at his feet? It's a question that kind of stops you in your tracks, doesn't it? And knowing the answer is absolutely crucial to understanding the intense clash of civilizations we're about to witness.
We are talking about Prophet Solomon, also known as Solomon. To really grasp his empire, you have to understand the entities under his control. The jinn. These were supernatural beings of immense power, completely bound and commanded to stand in humble service to him. And to be clear, this wasn't some friendly alliance. No, this was absolute divine authority. This unimaginable level of power sets the perfect stage for everything that's about to happen next.
Okay, moving into part 1, the discovery, a tiny spy.
So, despite Suleiman's massive, earth-spanning kingdom, and despite having literal legions of men and jinn, a monumental, hidden empire was exposed. But not by an elite scout, and not by some supernatural being. It was exposed by a bird. Just one tiny bird. It's like the ultimate butterfly effect. How does a single, fragile little creature completely alter the course of human history and trigger a massive clash between two superpowers?
Well, this specific bird, known as the Hoopoe or Hoopoe, flew way beyond Suleiman's borders and came back with absolutely impossible news. It had stumbled upon a wealthy, incredibly powerful kingdom called Sheba, and it was ruled by a highly mysterious woman known as Queen Bilqis. But there was a massive catch that immediately raised the stakes here. This powerful nation worshipped the sun. They were completely ignorant of the divine authority that Solomon represented.
And honestly, this brilliantly illustrates the tension. Solomon doesn't just send an army right off the bat to crush them. He sends a letter. It's a commanding, highly classified message delivered by that very same bird directly to Queen Bilqis, basically demanding that she and her kingdom abandon their sun worship and submit to the ultimate divine truth. The clock was officially ticking.
Which brings us to part 2, the golden prize, an impossible challenge. This ultimatum sparks what you can really only describe as a supernatural arms race. Queen Bilqis, who by the way is a master diplomat, tries to send lavish gifts to just buy Solomon off, but he rejects the wealth. I mean, he already has literally everything. So realizing her tactics aren't working, she decides she's going to travel to Solomon's kingdom herself. But back in Sheba, she left something highly specific behind. A legendary, heavily guarded, massive golden throne. It was the ultimate symbol of her worldly power, her ego, and her untouchable status.
Knowing she is actively on her way, Prophet Solomon throws down an impossible, mind-bending challenge to his court of humans and jinns. He looks at them and asks, who can bring me her massive, highly secured throne before she even gets here? It's a massive test of power, obviously, but it's also this incredibly strategic psychological move designed to completely dismantle her entire worldview.
That kicks off part 3, a miracle in a blink, the supernatural race. It instantly turns into this fierce competition right there in the royal court. First up, this powerful, towering Ifrit, which is a formidable type of jinn, steps up and boasts that he can fetch the heavy golden throne before Suleiman even stands up from his council. I mean, that is incredibly fast, just pure, brute, supernatural force. But then, a man named Asif bin Barkia steps up.
a human, but one armed with profound hidden divine knowledge, and he makes an offer that literally shatters the laws of physics.
Just think about the timeline here. Queen Bilqis is taking weeks of grueling desert travel to reach him. The mighty jinn offered to do it in a matter of hours or maybe days. But Asif bin Barkia, he reduces that travel time across thousands of miles down to absolute zero.
He teleported the massive, heavily guarded golden throne in the literal blink of an eye. Literally. Before Suleiman could even blink, the ultimate symbol of Queen Bilqis' supreme power was resting right there in front of him. It's a totally jaw-dropping moment in the narrative. The absolute ultimate demonstration that all the worldly might in the universe is basically nothing compared to divine knowledge.
And that sets the stage for part 4, the ultimate deception, the glass palace illusion. Because you see, the most mind-bending part of this whole story actually isn't the teleporting throne. It's what is waiting for her when she finally arrives. Suleiman had ordered the construction of something incredibly specific. Picture this scene, okay? Queen Bilqis arrives at Suleiman's grand royal estate. She approaches the beautiful courtyard to finally meet him face to face. She looks down and she sees what appears to be a deep, rippling pool of water blocking her path. Not wanting to ruin her lavish royal garments, she naturally reaches down and lifts her dress to wade through it.
But it wasn't water at all. She steps down and her foot hits something rock hard. It was a stunning palace floor made of completely flawless, solid glass, with real water and fish flowing underneath it. Her senses completely, 100% tricked her. It is the absolute perfect twist. This powerful, highly intelligent, all-knowing queen was entirely fooled by a simple floor.
Which leads to our final chapter, Part 5, The Awakening, True Power and Wisdom. So, why go through all the trouble of building this elaborate illusion? Was he just trying to show off? Absolutely not. It was a profoundly calculated test of wisdom. You see, when Queen Bilqis saw her highly guarded throne instantly transported, and then when her own eyes totally deceived her with the glass floor, she had a massive realization. She realized that her vast worldly power, her sun-worshipping, and her complete reliance on what she could physically see were entirely flawed. Her arrogance just shattered, kind of like the illusion of that water, and she immediately submitted to the divine truth. Which leaves us with this final lingering thought. Queen Bilqis had everything: wealth, armies, a golden throne. Yet she couldn't see the truth right in front of her until her entire perspective was broken. So, when ultimate power meets flawless deception, how much of the truth can we really see with our own eyes? Think about that the next time you implicitly trust exactly what is right in front of you. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you in the next one.